An attack has been carried out on Ethiopian military in a neighboring country. Casualties are being confirmed. What happened? No statement by the Ethiopian military, but an armed group has claimed responsibility for this attack. Welcome to my views and news. Thanks for watching the channel. Firstly, attack on the Ethiopian military in a neighboring country. Secondly, fighting is being reported close to Eritrean refugees camp in Ethiopia. Let's have a look at this news story first. Fighting near Eritrean refugee camp in Ethiopia. Wherever Eritreans go, suffering follows them. Wherever Tigrayans, Ethiopians go, when they leave the country, suffering follows them. In a video this morning, I told you about, I reported about the number of Ethiopians leaving the country, a number of them who died in the last 6 months. Eritreans facing the same problems. Whenever they leave their country, then they're at the risk of losing their lives. They try to take refuge in neighboring countries. They seek asylum. They want to be registered as refugees. They want to travel to the Middle East, to Europe, to North America, to USA, Canada. But their dream of reaching Europe, Canada, US does not mostly materialize. They are left stranded in most cases. Ethiopia has tens of thousands of Eritrean refugees based in the Afar region of Ethiopia, based in Amhara region of Ethiopia. During Tigray war, we saw that that Eritrean refugee camps came under attacks. Eritrean military was accused of carrying out these attacks. Tigray fighters were accused of carrying out these attacks. Eritreans were mistrusted. No one trusted them. Eritrean forces accused the Eritrean refugees of supporting Tigray fighters. Tigray fighters accused these Eritreans of supporting EDF, Eritrean Defense Force. So twice, not twice, on several occasions, Eritrean refugee camps in Tigray came under attack by different parties. Then the refugees were relocated from Tigray to the Amhara region. Near the Bath, an Eritrean refugee camp has been established. But even this camp is not safe. Fano fighters and Ethiopian military have been fighting since 2023. Armed groups, including Fano fighters, have been accused in the past of carrying out attacks on Eritrean refugee camps and Sudanese refugee camps in the Amhara region. Last week, heavy fighting erupted reportedly between Fano fighters and the Ethiopian military near the Bath after Fano fighters carried out an attack on a convoy of the Ethiopian military between the Bath and Zrima. Near the Bath is a camp of the Eritrean refugees, and according to local sources, fighting between Fano and the Ethiopian National Defense Force happened very close to the refugee camp. Some say that refugee camp also came under fire. No reports of casualties or damage suffered by the camp, but this development shows how unsafe Eritrean refugees are in Ethiopia. Anytime they can be victims of an attack. They can be accidentally killed too because of the proximity of these camps to the areas where Fano and the Ethiopian military are fighting. Where will they go? They have nowhere to go. Just waiting for the worst to happen or hoping something good to happen. But this is what their fate is. They leave their country for a better future, for more economic opportunities. Depression at home, lack of economic opportunities force them to leave the country. But when they are in neighboring countries, then they face other challenges. They used to use Sudan as transit, but now Sudan is not. Uh, uh, Sudan cannot be used as a transit country because of fighting there. So it's becoming gradually very difficult for Eritreans to leave their country and manage to settle themselves in a peaceful neighboring country or peaceful country in Europe. Secondly, viewers, an attack has been carried out on an Ethiopian military convoy in a neighboring country. It happened in Wajid district. Wajid district is situated in Bakul zone. Bakul zone is located in southwest state of Somalia. Southwest state of Somalia shares border with Ethiopia. Ethiopian military has long been fighting in southwest state in Puntland against Al-Shabaab fighters. Ethiopian military has its command post, its military bases in Jubaland and southwest state. And Ethiopian military is in control of airports too in southwest state. If southwest state has survived in recent years as a regional entity, credit goes to Ethiopian military too. Ethiopia keeps its military deployed in southwest state Jubaland to keep Al-Shabaab away from Ethiopian border. Secondly, the Ethiopian soldiers are part of African Union peacekeeping mission on Somalia. The attack was carried out yesterday on an ENDF convoy, Ethiopian National Defense Force convoy, which was passing through Wajid district when a remote control blast happened. A vehicle of the Ethiopian National Defense Force suffered a serious damage. More than one vehicles were damaged reportedly. 3 ENDF soldiers were killed and 4 were injured in this attack. After this attack, exchange of gunfire happened, but Al-Shabaab fighters they managed to escape, and they carried out this attack through remote control. That is why they did not suffer any casualties. I have not seen any statement issued by the Ethiopian National Defense Force so far, or by the Ethiopian government. Al-Shabaab has claimed responsibility for this attack. They issued a statement through their social media accounts. They say that they killed 4 Ethiopian soldiers and several were injured in this attack by Al-Shabaab. Generally, when Al-Shabaab make claims about attack on the Ethiopian military, claims are not false. Claims could be exaggerated, but not false. Still, we're waiting for statement by the Ethiopian National Defense Force. ENDF has been laying down lives in Somalia to protect Somalia's government, to protect Somalia's people against Al-Shabaab. Egypt is now entering Somalia. Egyptian military has conducted first round of training to be deployed to Somalia. And yesterday we heard that Ethiopian ambassador to Somalia, Suleiman Dadefo, said that Ethiopia is neither comfortable nor threatened by Egyptian military deployment in Somalia. So Ethiopia is not seeing Egypt as a military threat while Egypt is entering Somalia. Secondly, Ethiopia is not comfortable. It means that Ethiopian and Egyptian troops won't be able to coordinate in the fight against Al-Shabaab. Fight against Al-Shabaab will be affected, especially if US considers recognition of Somaliland as a country. Somalia is a very fractured country. So many issues in Somalia. Lack of coordination is missing. Chain of command is nowhere to be seen. Strong, cohesive, united military does not exist in Somalia. That is why a fight against Al-Shabaab ongoing for years. Al-Shabaab still a force to be reckoned with in Somalia. Thanks for watching.